Welcome to this lesson on the Fundamental Theorem of Calculus, Part 2. This is the theorem that connects the concept of finding the area under a curve with the concept of antiderivatives. It provides us with a powerful and simple method to evaluate definite integrals without using complex limit definitions. First, let's quickly recap what we are actually calculating. When you see this integral symbol with limits a and b, it represents a number. That number is the net area trapped between the function graph and the x-axis, within the interval from x equals a to x equals b. Before this theorem, calculating this area required adding up infinite rectangles. To solve this efficiently, we need a key player. The antiderivative, denoted here by a capital F, if little f of x represents a rate of change, then capital F of x represents the accumulation of that quantity. The condition is simply that the derivative of capital F must equal our original function, little f. Here is the theorem itself. It states that the definite integral of f of x from a to b is exactly equal to the antiderivative evaluated at b, minus the antiderivative evaluated at a. This simple subtraction completely bypasses the need for infinite sums. Let's break down the notation. The letter a is your lower limit or starting point. The letter b is your upper limit or ending point. The function inside, f of x, determines the height of the curve. The theorem tells us we only need to look at the values of the antiderivative at the endpoints, b and a. Practically, you can follow this three-step algorithm. Step 1, integrate the function to find its antiderivative. Step 2, substitute the upper limit, then the lower limit, into that new function. Step 3, subtract the lower value from the upper value to get your final answer. Let's try an example. We want to find the integral from 0 to 2 of 3x squared. First, we find the antiderivative of 3x squared, which is simply x cubed. We use square brackets to show we are about to evaluate. Next, we plug in the top number 2, giving us 2 cubed. Then we subtract the bottom number, 0 cubed. The result is 8 minus 0, which equals 8. Visually, what did we just find? We graphed the parabola y equals 3x squared. The number 8 represents the exact area of the blue shaded region under the curve from x equals 0 to x equals 2. The theorem gave us this area instantly. Let's look at a trigonometric example. The integral of sine x from 0 to pi. The antiderivative of sine x is negative cosine x. We evaluate negative cosine at pi minus negative cosine at 0. Since cosine of pi is negative 1 and cosine of 0 is 1, this simplifies to 1 plus 1, giving us a total area of 2. You might be wondering, what happened to the constant of integration plus c? If we included it, we would have c in the first term and c in the second term. When we subtract, c minus c becomes 0. Therefore, for definite integrals, we can safely ignore the constant plus c.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.